Hey guys, welcome back to another video and Happy New Year! So, in today's video, I just realised I was wearing this in the Edward Scissorhands review, which was meant to be all the way back on October 31st, or 31st of October, should I say, for Halloween. However, I accidentally made it unlisted. Still don't know if I really need to get to doing that. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed that video if you saw it. But in today's video, I'm going to be going through just a few, since it's the end of 2020, I thought I'd just go through some of the stuff I've seen recently that I've wanted to review but never got around to. Starting up, it's been stuff that I've seen too long ago. The longest one was Avatar: Last Airbender, which was from all the way back in the summer. So that one was a long time ago, but the rest, also Umbrella Academy, that's from like September. But the rest are all pretty recent. Starting off with Wonder Woman. Now, I know this is fairly old, but that was my first time watching it, since it was on ITV. I think it was ITV. Yeah, it was on ITV, so I watched it with my mum. It was very good. Pretty much perfect superhero movie, and everyone knows that until the third act with the big battle of Ares. Also, I'm gonna go through everything. Actually, I best go through everything that I'm gonna talk about, just so then you know if there's gonna be spoilers, since I'm not gonna hold back. So first of all, as far as movies, Wonder Woman 1984, Private Landing, the first one, the Secret Santa thing, and the second one, Baby Driver, Arthur Christmas as far as movies, shows Buffy the Vampire Slayer, season 1 to season 5, but I've only just started season 5, pretty sure I just finished the second episode last night or something. So that's only got the first 2 episodes of season 5, and Avatar: Last Airbender. So now that you've heard all of that, I'll give you a while to leave, so you should be doing that now. Just since I'm not going to hold back for spoilers, so let's get into it. Okay, there we go, everyone should have left. Leave it just you guys have seen all that stuff, which, bravo if you've seen all them, there's quite a lot of stuff. Everything is good in my opinion, it's on there as well, so very much so, bravo. So Wonder Woman, third act, Ares, did that movie really need a big battle? That's what a lot of people say. And it didn't, but it wasn't too bad. I'll still give it a 9 out of 10. It just held it back a bit. Next up, Wonder Woman 1984. A lot of people hate this movie. I don't see it. I love the 80s. Sorry, just going all off on my computer, so if you hear clicking or anything. But a lot of people, if I'm looking up at it, a lot of people don't like this movie, which I don't understand. Like, oh, Wonder Woman, that was all the way up here, whereas Wonder Woman 1984 is all the way down here. Well, and it's not as good. Well, I think Patty Jenkins, I believe her name is. But I felt like she did it very well. Over here, what I type it in. But I believe that she adapted the villains, giving us 2 good villains, especially Maxwell Lord, played by the great Pedro Pascal. Yeah, Patty Jenkins. Who you can't complain about Pedro Pascal. He's very good in it. And then it's just, so she took that criticism very well. It does have a couple of problems, I guess. It's just not anything in particular. As people say it lasts too long, it might be a tad too long, but I mean, in the cinema, I don't really know. Sometimes I'll be like, I wonder how long was left. But then it wasn't anything where I was like, oh, Mom, I'm so bored. It's just a curiosity with Cheetah, who I thought was going to be the big bad, and then Maxwell Lord in the background, but I went full Maxwell Lord, and I'm a big Mandalorian fan. Oh, I forgot to add in Mandalorian on here. I will be talking about Mandalorian. So there's another spoiler. 5 seconds. There we go. So if you're still with us, very good, and I apologise. This hasn't got a script, it's just got the bullet points. But yeah, it didn't have anything in particular as bad, I guess. I give that one an 8 out of 10. Next up, Prep and Landing. I put this under movies, even though they're technically short and maybe close to TV shows. Put it underneath movies. And I love these. I remember watching the first one and The Secret Santa one with my brother when we were little. And so I've got quite a bit of nostalgia, and then they're just fun. You know, it's nothing groundbreaking, just a nice bit of fun about what the elves get up to. And then I haven't seen the latest one, until this was my first time watching it. That one was good as well. It gave Wayne a brother, which was quite interesting dynamic. Had a lot to do with siblings in it. But yeah, they're very good. Dare I give it to them? I dare. 10 out of 10. Mainly because of nostalgia. And finally for the movies, Arthur Christmas. No, not Arthur Christmas. There's still one more I completely forgot about. Ta-da! Baby Driver. But I'll keep with Arthur Christmas while doing Christmas movies. Now this one for me is easily 10 out of 10. It's just perfect. You see, I see 10 out of 10 before. I know before I said nothing can be perfect. However, I don't think if it's a perfect movie, why I see 10 out of 10, since that's impossible. Why I see it as if it's done everything that it wants to do. And I thought Arthur Christmas does. It's just such a fun watch about Christmas, and then with How Long Santa Lasts. I love them when they don't do your stereotypical Santa Claus. Like, this also happens in Prep and Landing, with how it shows you how it's possible and how it isn't just Santa going around on his sleigh with all of his reindeer and then the elves just help make stuff. It's kind of, they are there with him all the time, and they've all got their own jobs. So that's another great movie for me. And now, Baby Driver. And this movie is great. Edgar Wright ranking is going to go World's End. Now this is going to be controversial. Shaun of the Dead. Now that'll be a lot of people's favourites, but it has been quite a long time since I've seen it. And then it'll be Baby Driver, Hot Fuzz, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but Scott Pilgrim's my favourite movie of all time. So it's really hard to beat, and I like all of them movies, and I just love everything that Edgar Wright's done. Anywho, Baby Driver, it's a beautifully shot movie. It's just so it's amazing. Got a good soundtrack, and I don't even know most of the songs on. A lot of them aren't really my kind of song. I mean, I've got Queen, like Queen. Who doesn't like Queen? But they're not really my kind of thing. But yeah, I still love this movie and the soundtrack. Now, a lot of people, I mean, it's got a likable lead, and the romance was done well. Since I'm like, oh, come on, what do we really need a love interest just for the sake of a love interest? But it wasn't in this one, in my opinion. And it's just really good. A lot of people complain at the end it gets to pew 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 pew, you're never gonna kill me, pew pew. And yeah, maybe, especially with Buddy over here. But my argument for that is just the adrenaline and raw emotion kind of didn't let him notice how injured he was, and that's what kept him going, I guess. But then again, that doesn't accept how it's like, oh, I don't feel like I'm dead, so I'm not gonna be dead. That's how you live forever, just never feel dead. No, I'm only being silly. So, yeah. And then the ending's quite good, since it did kind of show that not everything ends perfectly. It doesn't, he didn't get away not going to prison for doing good deeds and being drawn into his life. He still goes to prison. Sure, it's only for 5 years, but still, he's going to prison. But very good, very good. Edgar Wright never disappoints. Now we're moving on to shows. I think I'm actually going to do Buffy last. Yeah, going to do Buffy last. That's what I'm most talk about. Meaning, I'm going to do it in reverse. First of all, Avatar Last Airbender. 10 out of 10. Another show. These are all amazing that I'm talking about. I love all of these. It's just got so much stuff, and you've probably heard it all already about it. It's on Netflix, and most people have Netflix nowadays, especially if you're watching this. Which, why would you be watching this when you could be watching Sean Chandler Talks About or Jeremy Jahns? Anywho, I don't know why I'm whispering. But if you are watching this, you must like movies or shows. And movie or TV shows, and it's so you probably have Netflix. It's guessing there, but it's just got so much good stuff within it. Just there isn't anything that I dislike, which makes it a bit boring to talk about. But I haven't watched it since the summer, and I remember loving every moment of it, and it straight away became my favourite show. I mean, it's just got a realistic approach to people, even though it's in this fictional world, and it's, I don't know what to say. I just like it. You know, it's got cool action. It's something that anyone can watch. Doesn't matter if you're really old, really young. You'll have something to enjoy about it. And yeah, very good. 10 out of 10. Umbrella Academy. Now, Umbrella Academy, I want to give a 10 out of 10. But I might give it a 9 out of 10. But that means I'll also have to give Avatar a 9 out of 10, since for both of them, it took me like at least 2 attempts to get into them. I start watching, think, yeah, this is good, and then forget about them until I properly got into them. But if I'm going to let Avatar pass that, since how it's a lot easier for me to get into that then. Umbrella Academy, which, the first episode ain't that good. It's kind of like, hey man, here's some exposition. And they just get exposition. But after that episode, it gets a lot better. Season 2 is somehow better. It's got realistic characters, which is kind of the biggest thing. It's all very realistic. Well, realistic considering there's these people with superpowers. Got a guy and you got a monkey butler. And a lot of people, imagine they just being born. But then it can have all that crazy stuff, but yet the characters are realistic, so it doesn't feel really crazy. Like, they're all flawed, but they're all trying to do good, you know. It's all just very, very good. And now, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love this show. I tried to get my friends to watch it, but they don't. It's annoying, since it's just such an amazing show. You got Buffy, who's a likeable lead, all likeable characters. Even the villains are likeable. Spike, who's the big bad of season 2, becomes one of the best characters. I haven't seen Angel, but I'm not that big of an Angel fan. He's just so brooding, and I'll just like, oh, I'm here. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, where am I? Oh, I'll just say that. I feel like my favourite characters, maybe like Willow and Giles. Well, all just the original Scooby Gang. They're all really good. So, Buffy, Xander, Willow, and Giles. It's got everything. It's got the drama, it's got the action, it's got the comedy, which is actually really good with like the quips from Buffy, which can tell the quippy dialogue writing is that gets transferred from Buffy over to Avengers. But it's a very good show. It's on Amazon Prime, which I know isn't the best for watching stuff, since it's hard to know what's free if you've got it and what's not. But you should but it's a very good show. And it's got Amazon Prime. This is kind of thing that's made me want to keep, which has made me think, yeah, actually Prime is quite good, and what's kept me using it over Netflix or Disney Plus. Which, speaking of Disney Plus, as Buffy 10 out of 10 only just got to season 5. Season 4 was a bit of a drop. I mean, you just had season 2 and season 3, and season 4, it wasn't bad. I didn't like Adam. He was just a bit pointless. You know, he didn't really have any personality. He's just forgettable. Like, by the time I'll finish the show, I'm like, Adam? Who's Adam? But then Mandalorian Season 2, I prefer, but you all know I love Mandalorian if you've been a long time viewer, which thanks if you've been from all the way back from my Mandalorian videos. That's pretty crazy to think that you've been on the show for like half a year if you have been watching them, so thank you if you have. Anywho, Mandalorian, it did one thing. I had one criticism with season 1, which was it's a bit slow. Season 2 fixed that. I mean, that, and then when Luke comes in at the end, that was amazing. It's just such a good finale. But this video is getting really long, especially considering how the length of my other videos. So I hope you have a good new year, and goodbye.